Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA.
Inside the Niger Delta. Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doye Diri says his prosperity government will partner with both local and foreign investors to boost socio-economic activities for shared prosperity of the state while continuing with the ongoing infrastructure renewal in the state. Senator Diri, who last week took his second oath of office as governor, maintains that he will remain committed to the transformation of Bayelsa State into a destination of choice for investors.
Shortly after taking his second oath of office as the executive governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri addressed Bayelsans, highlighting his achievements in the past 4 years and his plans for the ride ahead. Governor Diri reiterated his commitment to continuing the ongoing infrastructure renewal in the state, ensuring sustainable development of the people of Bayelsa.
I am excited about the potential of the senatorial roads in opening up extensive opportunities within our blue economy zone. These roads promise to unlock tremendous potentials in this sector, allowing for significant economic diversification while ensuring the protection and conservation of our valuable marine resources.
No doubt, Governor Diri's leadership in the last 4 years has brought about appreciable infrastructure renewal in the state, with the construction of major roads to link the 3 senatorial districts as well as coastal communities to the state capital, Yenagoa, which include the ongoing 21-kilometer Nembe Brass Road, among other giant strides in education, health, and human capital development. It will be recalled that a few hours before his swearing-in last week, Governor Diri's counterpart from Niger State, Mohamed Bago, commissioned the second and third sections of the 22-kilometer Yenagoa Outer Ring Road, creating an alternative route within the capital city.
May this road open ways for our economy and for our people. Amen. In the name of God, I hereby commission this road open.
In his inaugural address, Governor Diri envisions Bayelsa becoming a destination of choice for investors as he hopes to create a business-friendly environment conducive to economic growth and development.
We have developed a comprehensive and ambitious 5-year development plan for our state. And to kickstart the implementation of this economic plan to engage stakeholders, we are excited to announce the upcoming Bayelsa Economic Development Summit in Yenagoa, the state capital. The summit will serve as a platform for sharing ideas, discussing opportunities, and forging partnership to accelerate the economic growth of our state.
The National President, Ijo Youth Council, Comrade Jonathan Lopobri, is confident that Governor Diri will not disappoint Bayelsans.
Second thing for Governor Diri is good news for our state because we are sure security will improve drastically. And in terms of infrastructure, we don't expect anything less.
As Bayelsa continues its journey under the leadership of Senator Diri and his deputy, Senator Lawrence Ewurujakpo, the commitment to the transformation and prosperity of the oil-rich state remains unwavering, as demonstrated in his recent move to partner with investors to position Bayelsa as a key player in Nigeria's economic landscape.
Inside the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta Development Commission has inaugurated the newly completed Oruma Rigid Pavement Road in Ogbea local government area of Bayelsa State. The road, which is a major bypass for commuters from both Bayelsa and Rivers State, was commissioned alongside solar-powered streetlights project in the community. Managing Director of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, who commissioned the road last week, said more projects will be inaugurated in the Niger Delta region in the next few weeks.
Last weekend, the management of the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC inaugurated over 3,000 meters Oruma Rigid Pavement Road with drains and solar-powered streetlights on both sides of Ogbia local government area of Bayelsa State. For the people of Oruma, it was more than project commissioning. It became a celebration of what they described as an outstanding performance of the current management of the commission under the leadership of their son, Dr. Samuel Oboko, who is the managing director and chief executive officer.
We have struggled since in the 90s, the mid-90s, to ensure this road was done. But it didn't happen until our son came into position. And we pray for many occasions like this all over the Niger Delta, so that the present leadership of the NDDC would have written its name on a stone of marble in the Niger Delta.
The Oruma Road is a crucial bypass for commuters navigating between Bayelsa and Rivers State, linking several communities in between, and construction is in line with the Commission's wider vision to execute projects that serve as catalyst for economic growth, social cohesion, and regional integration. The MD, Dr. Oboko, who was represented by the Executive Director of Projects, Mr. Victor Antai, asserted that the current board and management understood the plights of the people in the region and will continue to work around the clock to provide succor and improve their living condition.
We are now moving into legacy projects, projects that link from 3 to 4 to 30 villages to 30 communities together.
Residents of Oruma outlined the significance of the road and streetlights to the community and its neighbors.
As you can see, we can easily carry our farm produce through these routes to the neighboring community and even to the state capital.
Commuters commended the intervention agency for a job well done as they recount their previous experiences on the route.
Before, the road gave problem, but as we did now, we thank God, say the road good, light day available, we don't get any problem.
We have been suffering on this road, poto. Since where they do and we know the suffer again, when we just come, we drive past.
Mr. Antai also restated the resolve of the commission to align with the policy trust of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in changing the ugly narratives of the Niger Delta region and ensuring sustainable peace and meaningful development.
Inside the Niger Delta. The new chairman of the All Progressive Congress Gubernatorial Primary Election Committee in Edo State and Governor of Cross River State, Senator Basiotu, has declared Senator Monday Okpeolu as the party's authentic flag bearer for the November 21st, 2024 election in the state. Senator Otu made the announcement Friday morning after the conclusion of the rerun primary election in the state that was held on Thursday, 22nd of February, 2024.
Senator Monday Okpeolu, after having satisfied all the requisite requirements by the party and scoring the highest number of votes cast in this Edo State primary gubernatorial primaries elections, he is hereby declared the winner with a total vote cast of 12,433 votes.
It will be recalled that soon after the counting of the results started at the Collation Center during the initial primaries, Political thugs invaded the premises and disrupted the process while unveiling terror on officials of the exercise and members of the media present. The erstwhile chairman of the Primary Election Committee, Senator Hope Uzodinma, had announced Honorable Dennis Idahosa as the party's flag bearer before another declaration by the returning officer of the election committee, Dr. Stanley Ugbaje, and his team, who were earlier assaulted by the intruders, naming Senator Monday Okpeolo to fly APC flag in the election. It did not stop there. A third announcement was made by a faction of the party who preferred Anamere Sunday Dekiri over the other two declared candidates, bringing the total number of APC flag bearers to 3. The party's national leadership promptly intervened with the cancellation of the undecided exercise, reconstituting the Primary Election Committee and ordering a rerun of the election to enable the party produce a single authentic candidate to fly the party's flag in the coming governorship election in the state. By this outcome, Senator Okpebolo will go on to fly the party's flag in the coming November 21st governorship election in Edo State. Meanwhile, some journalists who witnessed the pandemonium and reign of terror that ensued at the earlier conducted exercise shared their experiences at a recent press briefing organized by the Edo State chapter of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, against the incident where journalists were brutalized and their gadgets damaged. The NUJ leadership in the state went on to condemn the act and called for the immediate prosecution of perpetrators and their sponsors.
Inside the Niger Delta.
In another contentious turnout of event at the People's Democratic Party's gubernatorial primary election in Edo State, some delegates who were denied access to Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium, the venue of the primaries, have declared the Deputy Governor of the state, Right Honorable Philip Shuaibu, the candidate of PDP in the November 21st governorship election in the state.
Philip Shuaibu has a score of 301. Therefore, we hereby declare Philip Shuaibu as the authentic elected candidate for this election in PDP.
Earlier, the agitated delegate, while chanting and waving their party membership cards, marched to the residence of the deputy governor where they tabled their grievances and condemned the actions of the party, which they observed was orchestrated by powers against his candidature.
We never expected what we saw. That security operative chased us out from accreditation center. Can you please lift your card so that we know that the true delegates of this party, they refuse us extras.
It is an open knowledge that the governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, has been in discord with his deputy over his intentions to succeed him as governor, a position that did not sit well with many watchers and observers who reasoned that it is within the constitutional right of Shuaibu to aspire for any political position of choice, while the people make the choice. However, the fickling relationship between the duo, leading to the primaries and recent development that Governor Obaseki maintains his stance against Shuaibu's candidacy. For his part, Right Honorable Shuaibu does not think it is his principal's sole prerogative to pick his successor.
Make I just let you know, no one man can determine the destiny of all of us. Yes! No one man.
Meanwhile, the Zamfara State Governor Lawal Dauda-led PDP Primary Election Committee in the state has just declared Barrister Asu Igbodalo as the party's flag bearer after polling 577 delegates vote ahead of 5 other contenders in the race. It was reported that 2 aspirants, Barrister Omosede Igbenedion and Right Honorable Ogbede Iyama, withdrew from the contest before voting started.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sharif Oborewori, has described the traditional institution as a social glue that brings together government authorities and the grassroots population for sustainable peace and prosperity of the society. Governor Borewori, who made this known recently when he received in audience the Olu of Warri Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuashe III, and some members of his Council of Chiefs, said he will not renege on his promise to give Warri, the oil city, a facelift.
The Olu of Warri Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Atuashe III, recently led some members of his Council of Chiefs to Government House Asaba to congratulate the Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriowori, on the successful completion of all his legal battles, as well as stable issues concerning the development of Warri Kingdom and its communities. Receiving his guests, Governor Oboriowori emphasized the pivotal role traditional rulers play in fostering sustainable peace and development in Nigerian society as custodians of the cultures and tradition of the people.
With the royal fathers, they are the one that bridge between the government and the people at the grassroots. Without the royal fathers, peace, you can't achieve peace in the kingdoms.
For his part, the Ishekiri monarch, while commending the governor for making true his inaugural promise of giving Warri, the oil city, a facelift, with the approval of high-impact projects such as the ongoing construction of 3 flyover bridges and road expansion project, the completion of the first and second phases of Warri erosion control channels, and recent approval for the 3rd phase, drew government attention to some challenges within its corridors.
We all know that water is life. A lot of our people in the riverine areas, they struggle to have access to clean, potable water.
Governor Oboriowori, who appreciated the entire Ishekiri nation for their support, promised to engage relevant authorities in the development of Warri Kingdom and the state at large.
I will start engaging with the people at the national on the issue of the rehabilitation of all the ports. Because if the ports are rehabilitated, it will bring a lot of development to the state.
As Governor Oboriowori continues to deliver on his promises and collaborative efforts for a peaceful and prosperous Delta State, the people eagerly anticipate the positive changes that will enhance the city's landscape and contribute to its overall development.
Inside the Niger Delta. AKUGHA Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. AKUGHA Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
The Ezearo of Arochukwu Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Eberechukwu Kanu Orji, says his first task as Ezearo of the esteemed Igbo Kingdom in Abia State is to mend fractured relationships and restore the strong ties that held component units of Arochukwu Kingdom together in time past. His Royal Majesty Eberechukwu Orji, who led the Ezearo in Council, made up of Eze Ibomisi, His Royal Highness Amos Ungu Okoro, and Eze Ezeago, His Royal Highness Okorafo Uro Okorafo, as well as other high-ranking members of the kingdom on a courtesy call on the Abia State Governor Alex Oti at Government House Umuahia, noted that the skirmishes leading to his emergence and coronation is nothing but a common succession trend in monarchy. However, as a kingdom known for peace, they are putting everything behind them to build trust and love for each other as they chart a new course towards shared prosperity and development of the kingdom. The Ezearo of Arochukwu Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Engineer Eberechukwu Orji, recently led the Ezearo in Council on a courtesy visit to the Abia State Governor Alex Oti at Government House Umuahia. The Arochukwu monarch was accompanied on the courtesy visit by Eze Ibomisi, His Royal Highness Amos Ungu, and Eze Ezeago, His Royal Highness Okorafo Uro Okorafo, who make up the Ezearo in Council, as well as other chiefs and leaders of the Umbrella Union of Aro Sons and Daughters Worldwide, Unzuko Aro. In his address to Governor Oti, the AZRO thanked him for ensuring that justice and order prevail in the enthronement of his successor to the ancient Arochukwu throne about 3 years after the demise of his last monarch, Eze Vincent Ogbonnaya Okoro, who joined his ancestors in 2020. Governor Oti, while congratulating the first-class monarch, noted that his administration will not only work with traditional rulers, but will continue to ensure that justice and the rule of law prevails to guarantee a level playing field for all. He, however, called on those bent on fomenting trouble and undermining government resolutions to steer clear or face the wrath of the law.
In spite of those obstacles, just insist on doing the right thing. You can courageously walk through it and ensure that the right thing is done. So anywhere people are doing the wrong thing, we will not accept.
Addressing journalists after the meeting with the governor, His Royal Majesty Eberechukwu Orji affirmed his earlier commitment to put behind the skirmishes leading to his ascension to the throne of his ancestors, dismissing any grudge against his cousin, Mazi Kanu Ide, or his allies, who were unsuccessful in their bid to undermine the cultures and tradition of the people.
I launched what we call a peace, reconciliation, and unity process. And that process is to enable us as a kingdom to reach out to everybody in the kingdom, those who may have been aggrieved, those who may feel a sense of loss or whatever during the process of resolving the AZRO matter, so that we can bring ourselves together as one family.
It will be recalled that Mazi Ide resorted to self-help and stage-managed a kangaroo coronation presided over by a traditional ruler of an Arochukwu sub-clan, Eze Ibomisi Kanu Nwakanu Okereke, after failing the screening process that produced His Royal Majesty Eberechukwu Orji as the next AZRO. The Abia State government immediately suspended Nwakanu for a flagrant violation of the state's traditional rulers and autonomous communities law and set up a judicial panel of inquiry to investigate the matter and come up with recommendations. On the 26th of January this year, the panel concluded its findings and recommended in its white paper the immediate withdrawal of the certificate and staff of office of Kanu Nwakanu Okereke as Eze Ibomisi and directed his immediate replacement. In compliance with the resolutions in the government white paper, the Ibomisi clan promptly selected and crowned Pastor Amos Ungu Okoro as the new Eze Ibomisi. Eze Ibomisi Ungu later went on to crown His Royal Majesty Eberechukwu Orji as AZRO, in line with the age-long practice in Arochukwu Kingdom. Eze Ibomisi, Eze Ezeagu, and the AZRO, together the trio which make up the AZRO in council, welcome a new dawn for the ancient kingdom.
In Okenachi, they have to select. When they select, they will show it to Utuhugu, from Utuhugu to Okenachi, from Okenachi to Ibomisi, from Ibomisi to Ezeagu and Okwarab. And when that is being done, everything is very peaceful.
Today, the message we have for the world is that Arochukwu is united again and poised to make giant leap forward, and God will help us.
His Royal Majesty Engineer Eberechukwu Orji is the grandson of a late monarch of the kingdom, Eze Kanu Orji, who was crowned in 1914 and reigned for 73 years. An electrical electronics engineer with over 25 years of experience working in the oil and gas industry, he is the current managing director of ND Western Limited, an indigenous oil and gas exploration and production company in the western Niger Delta, making giant strides in the sector. As the kingdom embarks on this new chapter under the leadership of His Royal Majesty Eberechukwu Orji, the commitment to unity, trust and prosperity shines brightly, heralding a promising future for its indigenes and residents alike.
Inside the Niger Delta.
In proving their resolve to achieve a new era of peace and development in the Niger Delta, the NDDC says abandoned key and signature projects will be revisited with a view to completing them as soon as possible. The Executive Director of Projects, Mr. Victor Antia, made this known during an inspection visit to the sites of abandoned NDDC projects in Okosi village in Uraofyong, Oruku local government area of Akwa Ibom State.
As part of the renewed hope agenda of the NDDC, management of the commission went on an inspection visit to key abandoned project sites in Akwa Ibom State. Some of the sites visited include the Mboko Eyo Ima Road, Okosi Bridge, Ubodun Etebi Road in Ofong Oruku local government area. The Mboko Eyo Ima Road was awarded several years ago. It is a 21-kilometer road that connects 30 villages and traverses 3 local government areas. The project became stalled at about 70% completion stage due to paucity of funds and some other exigencies. Executive Director Projects Mr. Victor Antia, who led the team to the sites, recalled that during the just concluded retreat in Uyo, the CEO of the commission, Dr. Samuel Obuku, and chairman of the board, Chiedu Ebie, signed a performance bond with the Ministry of Niger Delta and had directed that every key and signature projects that are ongoing in the Niger Delta region be given quick attention in order to fulfill the renewed hope agenda of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government.
With the recent performance bond that we signed, it is a thing that we have to move from transactions to transformation. That's the new agenda in the NDDC.
The state representative of the NDDC in Akwa Ibom State, Apostle Abasie Tikang Nkono, and Engineer Benedict Upo, called for the collaboration of residents in the community to ensure the smooth delivery of the projects.
So that some of these projects can be completed, as scheduled.
When it comes to this project, whatsoever is any internal issues is settled. All we want is this development, this project. We are all working as one to achieve our result.
Residents and users of the road appreciated the commitment of the commission to complete the key road project, which they say will improve their living condition and foster a better relationship with neighboring communities.
This is the only route that accessible between a Etebi Circuit and Urefongo local government. So if the NDDC can come in and do this, so we'll be glad with them.
I'm very glad if NDDC will fix this very road for us.
No doubt that the NDDC is committed to completing abandoned projects in the region within the shortest period. This, however, can only be made possible if the Commission receives the statutory funds due to it, both from the federal government and international oil companies. Also, the federal government must simplify the process for the Commission's management to timely expend monies for projects in order to guarantee their quick completion and bridge the infrastructure gap in the Niger Delta.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, with that report, we draw the curtain on the program. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles shown right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.